A wet belt's just a timing belt that runs within the engine itself. It's called wet because it's not external to the engine, it runs through oil. Not a good idea. Most manufacturers have took it on board and most manufacturers are stepping away from it. Typically it's down to wrong oil grades being put into the engine, which causes the belt itself to start breaking away. As it starts to break away, then particles have to go somewhere, they can't go nowhere, and they go into the sump, blocking the pickup and causing oil pressure issues. On that time, you're going to start starving the upper part of your engine of oil, which creates dryness and engine damage, and it's happening quite a lot. Cost-wise, typical starts from a region of, depending on where you are in the country, roughly 700s upwards. But you can be, if you catch it in time, you can save yourself a lot of money by just literally getting the belt done and the guides, and if it's got any rollers. Most garages, well, I know a few, not to name, but will charge for pulleys, actuators, and it just doesn't require them. If you could say off the top of my head how many actuators I've fitted to Peugeots, from 50 of them I've probably fitted 3. So I think that speaks for itself, and there is a big markup to be made there. The dealers do 9 times out of 10 say they want to fit the lot, but that just doesn't work. You've got your PSA, which is your Peugeot, Citroens, Vauxhalls. They have a bad issue with them. They're the ones that have the variators, they're the ones that have the actuators that block. Fords typically always break up, but they don't have variator pulleys, they are just solid pulleys, a belt and a guide. Same procedures as such, full casing, and your sump has to be dropped and pickup drained and cleaned. Typically with a customer that will walk in with a vehicle that doesn't know the history or hasn't got history with the car, you're advised that they get the car fully serviced, and it's not a sales pitch. It's because you don't know what's being done or whether it has, and someone's just saying it has and it hasn't. So it's to have all this stuff checked. So regardless of being a wet belt, if it hasn't had a history of a timing belt or a timing chain replacement, it's always advised to get it replaced, because you don't know how the vehicle's been driven anyway. As for service-wise, all service bits be replaced. That's typically what you'd advise any customer that's bought a second-hand car.